Let's go. 50, plant.
Line 36. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe it. Go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
60 or.
Now Balaj. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Hey, lock it.
Looking to throw on second down. Knight. And that's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and that'll make it third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel, and he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Brady gives to Michel. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Wait, 20, 50. Bravo.
20. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
And 50.
Shotgun now for Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Ready?
And an alley to run. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
36. Line 36.
Get it.
From the gun, Knight. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Cover.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask your equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
At the 42-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the ground is Michel. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia. mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the ground, this is Michel. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Let's get it.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check, check. Lucky.
Check it, reload!
A give to Michel running right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Well, he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A minute 52 to play until halftime. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal operating from the 8-yard line.
Bang, 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 bang.
80 weapons.
36 to
They run it with Balaj. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. It's their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smarter approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go!
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Slam.
Now they'll throw with Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. They'll run with Michelle. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And it's Michelle once again. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Got his man, that's Harry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Wait, that 380.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Hey, Echo.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And Brown's got it for a Patriots touchdown. Antonio Brown, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and it makes the score 21-10. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Look, squeeze. Ready.
Second and 14. That's caught by Jennings. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Gary Jennings, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey, ball 66.
And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
72.
They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Brady. Catch is made by Harry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Patriots.
Brady hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now Brady. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Wide receiver was a big need for the Patriots coming into the season, and they found something they really liked in N'Keal Harry. They took the 21-year-old with a final pick in the first round, and it's actually kind of interesting. Since 2000, the Patriots were the only team to not draft a receiver in the first round until nabbing Harry just before the order rolled over to round 2. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady got him in. It's Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Wait, 20. Watch the 53, Linda. Hey, Alpha. Sugar.
Brady now on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Even. Alert!
Hey, Mike, 20.
All right, here we go. Go bandit.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Got a man open, that's Harry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Brady. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Double tight.
72.
4 down.
Alert!
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Here's Brady to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. He'll go for it. It's Brady. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
On the ready.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get in the weight room.
Again, it's Balaj. And an alley to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
94.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Patriots,